More nades to play with as well, as he's got a hand grenade primed and ready. Throws it out, looks to punish. Splash damage not tagging. Vehicle set ablaze though. SMG in close range is what he hopes to pack a punch with. He eats a grenade. It rinses his HP. Potato forced to slow down the push whilst Link takes position outside. Hasn't seen him, but he knows exactly where his enemy is now. Wanted to go for the full flank. Instead, juking him, playing inside of the building. Runs through the fire and the flames though, Blank. But this only further turns up the heat as the SMG spits damage.
Eastern edge, able to look down towards all this carnage that's currently going on. Gladiators took a long rotate off towards that western side, yet there's so many teams confirming themselves over towards apartments now. You got Reject, Alpha7, Falcons, Tianba, even MELISE in this area. Quest also trying to keep up with their position, but Alter Ego, they're not done yet. Looking over towards Esports as their next victim. Good shots from Fnatic, but it's not quite enough just yet.
Oh, they're damaging everyone though. A lot of HP being licked up across the face of these squads. Alter Ego, you're going to be struggling here. Your ego might take a bit of a hit if they can't survive the push from the MadBulls. This is one that they instigated. MadBulls now looking to finish it. Nades for days, blowing away Alter Ego. Frozen, armed with a shotgun, looking to cleave his way through them. Spamming through the smoke, wants to leave them broke. Stop. Going to reply back as well as Pops will hit that first shot. Another one onto I8. So in the commotion, Stalwart have been able to third party and find a few extra points. Tulika, he's jumped inside the vehicle. He's still a bit paranoid. Doesn't quite know where the rest of Alter Ego have gone. At least finds Potato for now. Icy thought he was ice cold in this angle, but he's been stabbed in the back. In the back, he can see everyone's rears right now, and just peppering bullets towards them should be able to actually farm up a nice chunk of damage onto DX here. They put the pedal to the metal and close the gap, but it's the metal of the bullets biting back against them. They detonate the vehicle though, as Loops get the shots
right now. The amount of teams all sat in this area is absolutely disgraceful. Look at this, you can barely count them yourself. Oh my days, this is going to be an ending to remember here on our final Erangel of Group Green.
Oh man, it's only getting worse for MadBulls.
Both A7 and Reject, 4 players alive, Falcons down to just the one in Xerxia.
And will he be remaining alive for very long? Doesn't seem like it, Blank, because the nades do not stop coming. One after another, they're dashed in, bro. And Tixie, he's running in to end it. Had confidence in his teammates there.
Now, they're the ones holding the button. When these teams have to leave, they're going to be ready to accelerate this game to new heights. Push towards that top side just feels almost like a futility, Jackie. Stalwart attempt to make their way across with a long old smoke train, but it's looking like this train is getting derailed on that northern side as there's just bullets pouring in left, right and center towards them. Lufa, Reject, all trying to take those points for their own, but every single team sees these as potential ways to climb the leaderboard.
Fair play to Quest as well, actually being able to take them a little bit deeper. Loops, your life is getting harder and harder. They waited far too long to advance further forward, got left in a bad spot. One that's going from bad to worse now as everyone's located them, consistently unleashing a hailstorm of bullets towards them. Cardozin's the last one trapped inside of the...
Letting them just peek whenever they want, but it is Fahiden, the guy I was talking about earlier, who's really done a good amount of work for them. Again, another one goes down, but similarly, Carrillo able to pick up another 6-5 for Reject and Alpha7. Both looking to gun it further into this match, but Reject's closer towards the center here. Despite that, it's just gonna feel not so awesome when A7 continues to climb these ranks possible. Gladiators further into the match. I didn't think they'd make it towards top 6. I thought they'd be out so much sooner. Nice little Molotov, but the peak will be there and he directly runs into it, and that should be him done.
Goes up in a puff of smoke, taken out for good, and leaves us with 5 squads left. Loops, Alpha7, Reject Tokyo, Gladiators, and Quest are all that remains. Problem is for Loops, we told you their days were numbered, and it seems like they've come to the end of that run. Finished off as the play zone. You build some extra points on this one. How you stay alive, but this is nice. Look at the smoke wall going out instantly.
I like this from Alpha7 actually, because they know that Reject isn't technically direct center right now. If they can get players out towards the edge here, towards the center of the circle, as we are closing up, we are finishing the game in approximately 2 minutes here, stage 9. Reject currently beset upon on all sides. They see all of these smokes. They know they need to have to respond somehow, but with the amount that's been placed down, with the absolute boatload that Alpha7's been able to maintain on, it's hard to predict where they're going to be, Jackie.
This is really interesting, Blank. Look at the positions the Gladiators have taken as well. Basically being the doorman, denying the exit from Reject. Okay, Quest. I talked about the height advantage they had, and they're using it, swinging sky high as the bullets start to strike down and leave Alpha7 in a rough spot. It can go very wrong quickly for the Brazilian team. Meanwhile, OCO playing with confidence as the Japanese squad come through like a katana, chopping their way through Gladiators, slicing them down in the arena, Blank. The shotty from Tixi, quick for the trade, but they're also getting third-partied. Alpha7, they give up the circle, they play for the fight, pushing back in as they strike down versus Reject.
Gladiators sort of ruin the run coming through from Reject here. There's nades up towards that top side, and this is another win potentially coming through for Quest. The back-to-back, the push towards the top side of the table. A little nade bobbles down off the side. The smoke's all blooming underneath, but Quest, they need to remove themselves. They need to provide themselves with a little bit of cover. Senap, very low here, crawling back in. Reject somehow get the res off some way and are still in this match on the second floor. Senap out.
Senab's gone down to just the 3 versus 3 at this point, as you're going to drop straight into the commotion. There's the first as Quest ascend from the heavens. The punishment, though, is being distributed by Reject as the Japanese side seem to be trying to steal this one away. They want a chicken dinner today, and that seems like what we're going to be getting out of it, Blank, as the final frags come in. Reject have done it again.
This is so good